What I'm going to do today is share with you my lifelong dream. I have always dreamt of having a complete home gym, and you'll see by the time I take you through everything I have that I have a complete home gym. Hey, my name is Clark Bartram, and I started this channel really to provide you content to help you live in your healthiest body, specifically if you're a man over 50. And in today's video, like I said, we're going to be discussing home gyms, because in the world that we're living in today, there is a big need for you to equip your home with some equipment that you can get the most bang for your buck. Many of these things you absolutely don't need, but like I said, some of them you should have, and I want to help you understand what is going to be the best purchase for you. So let's get started. This right here, this little machine, I actually purchased this. This one was for my wife. This is called the Booty Sprout. Now, we all know that every girl in America is training her glutes. This replicates that exercise where you're putting the bar over your hips, but right here, all we have is a bungee. Now, these guys are not promoting me in any way. I'm just simply showing you something that I thought was going to be a good purchase for my wife and her clients, but somehow it's found its way out here to the very end of the driveway, and it's starting to dry rot in the sun. So I don't know what that necessarily says about this thing, but it's a good little cheap piece of equipment if you want something to focus on your glute muscles, but it's pretty limited as to what it can do. That's all you can really do. You might be able to do a split squat here on the other end of it like that, but it can do one thing: train your booty. This one I acquired from my buddy Tommy at his gym, Physical Culture 101, which no longer exists. This is a Prowler. If you played football ever in your life, or in gym class, maybe they had these. You load this up with weight and you slide it. But what I did was I modified this and I put wheels on it. It makes it easier. Now, the reason I put wheels on this is because I didn't want to scratch my driveway. I have a beautiful driveway, which we'll show you here in a little bit. So this doesn't get much use, because you're going to see a little bit later in the video two pieces that I've replaced this with, but this sits around in the event that I need it. Now, before I get further down, I want to show you a very special spot in my home gym. Now, this right here is hallowed ground. It is sacred ground. It is well-fertilized ground. So this is where many people have puked. Some of them NFL players, and I won't say any names because I'm not here to call anybody out. This and one other piece of equipment made me famous on TikTok. I did a 15-second post on TikTok when I had no idea what it was, showing this, the tire flip 180, and this to me is genius. This was sent to me by my buddies at the Abs Company. I used to have a big 600-pound tire. I chose to use this because, as you can see, I don't have a big tire going up and down my driveway. This is not a big, dirty, nasty thing. This is on here, and you flip it back and forth. I could be here, a partner could be there. We've had some absolute challenges on this, but this is the tire flip 180. It comes in two different sizes. I got the lighter one so my wife can use it, but you can also add weights to this by pulling that off, taking one of the weights here, sliding it on, and then you have extra weight. And once again, this thing just flips, so it replicates a tire flip, but it keeps it nice and compact. This I can roll out anywhere I want into my driveway. There's wheels on it, and that is that. This came to me from the Abs Company, so check them out. This doesn't exist anymore. This was invented by the same buddy, Tommy Mooring, that gave me that. This puts your feet in the correct anatomical position to squat, keeps your knees tracking over your toes, and you can come down here and squat. You can use a kettlebell here. You can do a variety of different exercises on this, and it's really a pretty innovative. He used to call it the Tommy Trainer, but Skills picked it up for a minute, and this is what I really like doing on here. And I did legs today, and this is a great finisher, but that is that. These don't exist anymore, but I really love this. And then we move our way to the Assault Fitness Air Runner. If you are a CrossFitter or someone that trains in a CrossFit box gym, you're familiar with this, because this is what they use in the CrossFit games, or they did at one time. But this was sent to me by my buddy Roger and Tracy from Assault Fitness. There is nothing that this is plugged into. It's 100% human powered. And what you need to figure out on this is where you need to be in relation to how fast you want to go. So if I go further up front it goes faster. If I come further back, I can slow it down. You can walk on this. There's a nice little arc in it. That's what gives you the ability to create the momentum in the movement. And then it's got all the functionality up here. One of the biggest questions I get on my equipment is, Clark, we know it doesn't rain in Southern California, but does that equipment ever get wet? The answer is yes and no. This doesn't, because I have a custom built cover for it, because I don't want it to get wet. And this doesn't, and we'll talk about this one next, which is the brother or the sister product to this. This is what made Assault Fitness famous. The famous bike here, the Assault Fitness air bike. So you just get on here, and that's that. Get a nice little breeze as you go. There have been many challenges done on this. It's a fan, upper body, lower body at the same time. This is phenomenal. Now, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to wait to the end of the video to talk about this a little bit more, because this could be one of those items that I think you need. So now, if we make our way to the back of the gym here, these are selectorized barbell set. You have the easy curl bar and the straight bar. Now these are adjustable barbells. I have the adjustable dumbbells inside. Watch. I hit this button and I turn this knob and I can adjust the weight just like that. Then I come down here, pull out the desired weight just like that. Then I slide it back in. If I want to switch the bar, all I need to do is take this down to the lowest weight here and here, turn it the wrong way, just like that. Then I can switch the bar out and put the straight bar in, just like that. Yeah, pretty innovative. Now, these I love because they replicate a pro style dumbbell or barbell, meaning it's round, it's not a block, it's nothing like that. And I have no issue with any other form of selectorized dumbbell like that, but these feel much better for me. This right here is simply a piece from a machine I'm going to show you in a minute. Excuse the trash trucks there. Life goes on around my home gym, so don't worry about that. This I use for abs. I just do ab rollouts. This is the front axle of a fitness machine that I made famous all throughout the NFL and with a lot of people, called the Frog. This right here was sent to me by my buddy from Havoc. Havoc designed some of the most innovative, hardcore training pieces of equipment ever. This is called the Havoc Mass for obvious reasons. It's a mass of metal. And there's so many different things that you can do with. I have some of the accessories back here. I could turn this into a Prowler where I push this. I could turn this into a deadlift. From here, only deadlifting half of it. I could use this for shoulder presses here. And as you can hear, it's not lightweight at all. I could deadlift this from the center here, which I'm not going to do right now because I'm not trying to hurt myself. I'm cooled down. Havoc Mass, excellent piece of equipment that I get so much use out of. Everybody, I think, should have a hex bar deadlift. You load it up with your weights, you get inside of it, and you deadlift here like that. I have it on this rack. I can bench, squat, shoulder press. But the reason I have this one specifically is for this pull-up mechanism. This is called the revolver. And this revolves. So it's like Ninja Warrior type stuff. Then I have this bench. This was sent to me by Power Block. Incline, decline, flat, everything you need. Old school Power Block. Out here getting rusted in the sun. These things have held up. They're just good to have out here in the event. We're just throwing stuff around. We need more than one set of dumbbells. Plyo boxes. Vitos Lifestyle Plyo boxes. I'm a big believer in, as we age specifically, you need to do the things that you think you don't need to do anymore, like jumping. Jumping is important. Why? It just keeps you functional. It keeps you strong. It keeps you from getting injured, provided you're smart. So these are Velcroed on here, and I could go any combination of these I want. However I want to do this. These are phenomenal. So we use these all the time. I love them. We have jumping competitions. Vitos Lifestyle sent these to me. This is a brand that has so many good pieces of equipment for home use, and I love working with this company. Now, I told you earlier that I replaced that Prowler with something different, and I have two of these air sleds. These air sleds are chain driven. You can see right here there's a chain. The harder you push these things, the harder they get. So I have two of them, as you can see, and we race up and down the driveway. So it's just, so once again, the harder you push, the harder it gets. And I can load this up with weight if I want, but I really don't see any need for me to load it up with any more weight because it's hard enough pushing it the way it is. Come over here on this side, you've got the urethane power blocks, which hold up well under the sun. If you're not familiar with power block, these are selectorized dumbbell where you pull this pin out, you slide it in, and you pull out the desired weight, just like that. So these range from 10 to 90 pounds. Got a lot of use out of these. Now, this rack right here, this is a one-off. This is the only one that exists on planet Earth, and this came to me from Roger and Tracy Bates from Assault Fitness as well, when they were thinking about getting into this business but chose not to. He had one. He said, "Clark, do you want it?" I said, "Absolutely." It's been out here getting rusty ever since, and it holds up. My body double out here, my kids thought this was me their entire time growing up. This is actually Max Steel, but he does resemble me a little bit, I'll admit it. So I stake claim to that. That's my doll right there. But this rack, you've obviously can do pull-ups, you can do monkey bars, you can do step-ups, you can rack your weights, you can do bench, you can attach your straps. These came to me from my buddy Jeff. CCS here are his version of the straps. He owned a company called Weight Vest for years. So this is multifunctional. I got this right here from Aqua training bag. This is great. Come out here and hit the bag. It's got a Bluetooth connection and an app that goes with it. So you can measure power output, you can measure time, you can make rounds on this thing, all sorts of stuff. So this hangs out here. Sun doesn't hurt it. It's well built. It's awesome. It's full of water. So here's what I want to know. In the comments below, tell me what this is, who this is, and tell me where I got it. If you can tell me who this is, what dog this is, and who I got it from, you will win some kind of prize. First person to tell me where I got that. This is the Bullfrog. You may have seen me use this before. When people say, "Clark, it's not that hard," this is what they're talking about. This is what makes them puke. This will kick your butt. I don't care who you are, and look at me. Bring that camera up and let me look people right straight in the face when I say this. You cannot make this at home for $75. You cannot go to Home Depot or Lowe's or anywhere and buy wheels and axles and make this. I 100% absolutely challenge anyone, anywhere to do that for $75, even $175, even $775. Listen, I've been to China 5 times helping make this. I know the detail. Let me show you what you do on this. There are 4 exercises that we perform on this Bullfrog. The first of which, you start here. The first is a basic, it's a shoulder press, just like that. Second is an overhead squat. Third is a pike. And fourth is a combination of the first 2, just like that. Then, if I want to make this travel, all I need to do is move this from free to forward on all 4 wheels. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? To be amazed. Right back into its parking spot. You cannot make that for $75, so shut up. We got cones. We take it all the way back to 1987 with the Reebok Step. Right here, got to have one of those. Hyper extension, back hyper, whatever you want to call it. In here, is accessories. One accessory worth showing you is from my buddy Inertia Wave Dave. We got big shout out, my buddy hailing all the way up in Canada, Jeff Lopes. Jeff, thank you for this. Battle ropes, we all know them, right? These are better than battle ropes. I will put money on that. And these are elastic tubing, but not just your regular elastic tubing. You come out here and you can change hand positions on these. Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna make a challenge. To anyone that's in Southern California, you're not a freak, and I can trust you to come by my house. 60 seconds on the frog, all out. 60 seconds on those inertia waves, and 60 seconds on an assault air bike. You probably end up down in the bushes. I don't know, that's just me. Inside, treadmill. This came from my buddy Michael Citroni at Global Fitness. This came out of a Planet Fitness that went out of business. This right here, the center drive elliptical, these don't exist anymore. This came from Roger and Tracy. This is a great elliptical. The Stairmaster, this is vintage, man. I got this for 200 bucks. This mat came from Zephyr Mats. This mat is great. I do so many things. I practice handstands on this. I have my older clients jumping on this. It's just a great way to take away any sort of impact. Gotta have the speaker out here. Balls out the wazoo. Gotta have balls. This one here, David Weck from Bosu. You got the Bosu ball and this Bosu ball. This one's genius. It's got the sand in the bottom. Now the story that I've heard about this is David Weck, the genius that created the Bosu ball and this ball, had a client who was trying to get mobility back in his legs, and he was having him stand and sit on a ball. A traditional ball, obviously, if you stand and sit on it, it's going to roll out of the way. This one, because of the sand in it, is going to stay put, and you can know that it's going to be under your butt when you stand back up. So I love that. These bands I use all the time. These also came from Vitos Lifestyle. Got these. I have my clients stretch. We do different things on here. And then this, the X3S Pro. The X3S Pro is basically something you can do sissy squats on, right here, down like that. It's also got the bench back here, so I could do medicine ball throws, stand up. I'll pull this out, put it in the middle of the gym. I don't want to leave this out in the sun, so I keep this here until I get a cover for that. And then here, this is really cool. This is a weighted hula hoop. See if I can get this right out of the gate. Not as easy as it looks. It's got weight to it. There we go. So this is 2 pounds. It is a great core exercise. It's a great coordination. So that is pretty cool. I got that at Walmart for like $7.99. MX Select dumbbell bench. What I love about this, it's antimicrobial. So there's no need to wipe this down. You go from upright in different increments all the way down to decline. This is super, super lightweight. So let me move it out of the way and introduce you to the Kaiser equipment. Now, I doubt there's many people with a home gym that have Kaiser equipment. It's not cheap, but it's some of the best equipment in the world, in my opinion. I've been in tons of NFL weight rooms. Every NFL weight room in every D1 football program or athletic program has Kaiser equipment. It operates from this compressor. This compressor is adjusted with these buttons, so it's all air. Now, legend has it that the amazing running back, formerly of the San Diego Chargers, LaDainian Tomlinson, loved this machine right here because it replicates running. So add 60 seconds on this to my challenge. I forgot about that. And again, I can adjust the weight. Every girl in America is training her booty. I can promise you, this is a great booty exercise. You can go single leg, you can go heavy squats, you can run. This is adjustable for different heights. It gives you your power output, it gives you reps, it gives you all of the resistance and all that sort of stuff. So So this is phenomenal. My clients love to hate this. So it'll count my reps for me. It'll give me my power output. So right here will measure power output. So here's what I would do. I would be at a trade show and I would challenge guys to seeing who could punch the hardest. Get right here, hold a handle, yeah. Then we measure the power output. That's how I would get people into the booth. You could push chest on right here and I would pop up on the video and I would show you on that video how to use this machine. Chest, shoulders, back, legs, so on and so forth. And then it has a remote control, the whole bit. But the economy crashed. This never happened. This, in my understanding, is the only one of these that exists, and I have it. So then you got all the Vitos lifestyle kettlebells. They are kettlebells, ladies and gentlemen, not kettleballs. Foam rollers and so on. Ab things, just not worth getting into all of the accessories, just a ton of stuff. And then we go into this. Let me clear the way to show you the MX Select dumbbell weight system. You have these, and once again, these, you push the button, turn the knob, adjust the weight. Push the button, turn the knob, adjust the weight, and there you have it. The cool thing about these is this. You can do what's called micro loading. Now, for a long time in the fitness industry, people had weights, these little magnetic weights that they would put on one side of a dumbbell to micro load it. I could do this one, so I have 20 pounds on here, I could put 22.5 pounds on here, and I can pick it up, and you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates. So it's micro loaded, so it's heavier on the outside than it is on the inside. This is something that you cannot do with any other selectorized dumbbell set, in my opinion. This would be the last selectorized dumbbell set you ever need to purchase. These ones go from 7.5 pounds to 30 in 2.5 pound increments. The 55 pound set goes from 10 to 55 in 5 pound increments. And then the 85 pound set goes from 12 to 85 in 8 pound increments. And these are pro style dumbbells, meaning if I have a regular dumbbell that we're used to using and I have this, it's very similar in the design. It's not a block, it's what we're used to using. So this, in my opinion, is the best selectorized dumbbell set on the planet. Another Assault Fitness air bike classic right here. This one I keep inside. Okay, so I hope you like the tour of my home gym. I'm very proud of it. And like I said at the beginning of this video, this is something that I've wanted my entire life. I've always wanted my own home gym, and I have it, and I have a very nice one. I'd love to see and hear about yours. Make sure you leave comments below, and of course you need to subscribe to my channel if you want more information like this, and tell a friend, man. Share this with somebody else, because my goal here is to provide you content. So with that being said, here are 3 things I think you need in your home gym. Obviously, you need a piece of cardio equipment. So my vote for your piece of cardio equipment would be the Assault Fitness air bike by Assault Fitness. Because it's not a treadmill, because you're not walking, let me explain to you why I think this is one of the best choices for cardio for your home gym. You can walk anywhere. I get it, it's winter some places, but you can walk in place. On a treadmill, you're using your lower body. On the Assault Fitness air bike, you have the luxury of using your upper body too. More limbs are moving at once. This is harder. You're gonna get more bang for your buck with this. This is more cost effective than a treadmill is. This is not going to break down like a treadmill will. This doesn't take any electricity like a treadmill. This is more compact than a treadmill isn't. This won't require a ton of space. You can put it into your bedroom if you wanted. The one drawback on this, as you can hear, would be the noise. But a treadmill, you're hearing the noise on the treadmill as well. So my pick for cardio for a home gym would be the Assault Fitness air bike. So we've got cardio covered. The next thing we need to cover is strength. My choice for you for a selection for strength for a home gym. Because there's so much variety here, I would highly recommend that if you're looking to build your own home gym, that you get a set of the MX Select 55 selectorized dumbbells for your home gym, along with the MX Select bench. Now, these handles are also antimicrobial, meaning when I put my hands on here, somebody doesn't need to wipe them off to get anything off of them. This is comfortable. This is compact. This will be the last dumbbell set you ever need to purchase. Let me show you how these work real quick. So, go all the way down to 0, go to 10, go to 10, pull this up. Now watch, this is the way these work. So there is a hole here in this. And then this, when I turn this, this just simply goes in as far as I want it to based upon what I've chosen here and grabs that weight. Unlike other selectorized dumbbells that I've had in here, where if I had it against a wall, for example, I can't pull the pin out and get it in. This thing, there's nothing hindering me from making the adjustment. So it truly is compact. I truly only need this much space. These are affordable, they will last, they look beautiful, they work. So this and the bench to go with it. And then the final thing that I would say is an absolute must-have would be something from Vitos Lifestyle. I would recommend that you shop there for an accessory, whether it be a band, a ball, a kettlebell, a Bosu ball, or whatever it is, these balance balls that they have, because having some form of accessory or some form of band like this helps you with your stretching. You can do exercises off of this as well, because this could replicate one of these machines. They also have the band systems there at Vitos Lifestyle. So I really just want you to understand that it doesn't take a lot to have a home gym. You need a cardio piece, you need a strength piece, you need something that you can use to do different muscle groups if you cannot do it on one of these dumbbells, which in my opinion you can do with anything. So anyway, I'm done here, and I just want to say this. Thank you for watching this video, and again, if you could subscribe to my channel for more, and I really do want to hear your comments. So comment below, share this with a friend, and turn on your notifications to make sure that you know I post up a great video, because I plan on posting great videos. And absolutely, I want to know what you want to hear, what you want to see. So leave that in the comments section below. That is it. Make it a great day.